Hello, everyone. It's Miss Lavin here from English 111, and I just wanted to go. I'm sorry this is so late. I wanted to go over a few things about the syllabus and some expectations for this class, and then there'll be another video um, following this one for week 1 and week 2. Okay, so here's our syllabus with important information like when the class starts, when the class ends. Um, this date is the date, including makeup days, but we will actually be finishing a little bit earlier than this. Here's my information, my division chair's information, and the department head's information. So I am an adjunct instructor, so I'm not, I don't have an office. So you can't call my office or come by the office. However, if you need to see me, I'll be happy to make an appointment to meet you in person. I'm on campus on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or probably the best, since so many of you are high school students, probably the best way to do a meeting is virtually by on Teams, and I'd be happy to set up an appointment for that. Excuse me. So here is the course description and the course competencies. Required commitment to achieve success, the textbooks, other required materials. This is the attendance policy. This is so important. The only way that we have to validate that you're attending class is by assigning an assignment every week. Yours will be due, the VAAs will be due on Sundays for your class. Um, so you cannot exceed 12.5% of the course. Contact minutes. So for this class, you can only miss 2 consecutive or 3 non-consecutive absences before you're disenrolled. Okay, so um, life happens. I know things happen, but you really need to try and make sure that you do this virtual attendance assignment every week. Um, they're usually not too bad. There are quizzes and that kind of stuff. If you do get disenrolled, this is the reinstatement policy. You will need to contact me. You should have already been in contact with me if you had to miss some assignments for something that was unforeseeable. So you need to let me know within a week of your disenrollment that you want to be reinstated. And it has to do with whether you are in good standing in the class. Um, have you been keeping in contact with me? Will determine whether you get reinstated or not. Um, Here is the course evaluation for for this. Um, these are all the assignments, the graded coursework. So you have 3 essays. You have an expository, a visual rhetorical analysis, and a research paper. These total count for 60% of your grade. So what does that mean? So let's say you didn't, for whatever reason, turn in essay 1. The best you can do, if everything else is perfect in this course for you, if you do not turn this in, the best you could do is an 85. Okay, so that just kind of puts it in perspective. So you're going to have some 3 essays. You're going to have a presentation of your research paper, some low stakes assignments, some reading responses, and your final exam total 100 points. Then here's a brief description of that graded coursework. Here is Coastal's grading system. I'm sure you've already seen that. Um, I don't impose as a rule late policies. I do have late policies, but I don't as a rule impose them unless I see it's becoming habit that you're always late on your assignments. Um, but if you're late every now and then and let me know what's going on, I won't deduct any points from you. But be mindful of that. Don't abuse that privilege. Technology, here's a little bit about that. Here's some more about Blackboard. When you're submitting your documents, you cannot submit documents from Onslow County school systems cloud service, and they don't transfer well coming from the OneDrive, Coastal's OneDrive. You need to upload a Word document to all your assignments. It cannot be any other file type. If it is, it just is not compatible with Blackboard, and I may not be able to read it. I had a problem with this with another high school student a couple of semesters ago. I cannot read. I can't even access it because I'm not part of the Onslow County school system. So you need to submit everything through Blackboard, and what you will need to create your documents on your computer, save them to your computer, not to any of the cloud stuff, and then upload them to Blackboard. And you should not have any problems with me reading them or being able to grade them. I'm sure communication is a key in any course with any instructor, whether it's seated or online, but especially online because email is our primary source of communication. I try my best to get back to students as soon as possible. I generally am working until about 9 in the evening. After that, it's hit and miss. If I'm happen to be here working on something else and I see an email pop up, I'll answer it. But there's no guarantee. Um, and so, just keep that in mind. Um, let's talk a little bit about academic integrity and plagiarism. We all know what plagiarism is. It's stealing, using other people's work and passing it off as your own. So you don't want to do that. We don't even like to say the P word, let alone have to, um, if somebody's committing plagiarism, it's just awkward and difficult to deal with. So let's just make sure that we are documenting the sources that we're using in our essays and stuff. And so that's what you're going to be learning in this course. You're going to be learning how to document them in MLA formatting. So citation and resources assistance. So here is some of the ways you can get help with uh, resources to help you with your citing, your resources. The Writer Center, you are required, it is mandatory for the first essay to make an appointment with the Writer Center. I'll go into a little bit more about this in week 2 is coming up this week, so I'll be talking about that a little bit more in the next video. Here are the hours. There are 3 types of sessions: a face-to-face tutoring, video tutoring, and document feedback. Face-to-face, you come to the library, to the LRC in room 225. Video tutoring is a Teams meeting. And document feedback, you don't have to be there. All you have to do is upload your document to your appointment. Your tutor will look at it and provide feedback and email it back to you. You are not allowed, it's the rules of the Writer Center, you are not allowed to use your 111 instructor. So you would have to use some other tutor. If you schedule an appointment with me, the Writer Center will reschedule that appointment to another tutor. So here's where I talk about you must use the Writer Center appointment. There is a 10-point deduction if you don't use the Writer Center. They will notify me when you have completed. I'll get a report that you completed the session, and that's what I will use to note your extra credit. Disability accommodations and services. If you have an accommodation and you have spoken to somebody in the ADA, particularly Diamond Outlaw, you need to email that to me. We'll schedule a Teams meeting to go over to make sure that we're both on the same page and I am doing everything I need to help you. We have a student success team. If you fall below a C, I will be contacting and referring you to a success coach. Please don't gaff them off, because if you're earning less than a C in the class, then there's something going on and you might need some help with some time management skills. You might need some technology help. So one of the questions they ask me when I do that referral is, have you talked to the student? I'm talking to you now. I'm telling you now that if you fall below a C, I'm going to refer you. Title IX statement has to do with sexual harassment. Keep your words and hands to yourself. It shouldn't be a problem in here, but be mindful of not making discriminatory comments on the blackboard. when we're doing our discussions. Communicable disease and COVID-19 policies. So here they are. A note about the academic calendar could change because of inclement weather. So here's the student expectations and some things to think about if you're not doing well in this class. Always, if you're having issues, please contact me and we'll see if we can't work out whatever it is. Here is a brief calendar of the 3 research papers, when they're due, the presentation, your final exam, and some dates for the calendar that we're going to be out like spring break, so there's no assignments due during spring break. Okay. And here is the evaluation scale for writing from the English department. You can look over that. That is how we determine the rubrics for these assignments. So if you have any questions, always feel free to email me. And I'm going to stop this video. Oh, wait, I wanted to go real quick over Blackboard. So here is your class. So here's your class, and you should recognize that. Everything is that you need. Here's where the announcements are. This is course information. Here's another place to find the course syllabus. Here is abbreviated version of the attendance policy. This is where you will do your Pell Grant verification if you're getting any. Contact information for, again, for me, the division chair and department head. Here is the calendar. Your color is blue, I believe. Yes. And so you will see on the calendar, when you hit the calendar, I try to be mindful and make sure that all of your assignments are listed in here. So you can see I've done the next 2 weeks already. You also, Module 1 is where we started, and I'll go into a little bit more about that later. But here is, let's see what else is over here. So you got your 3 modules, the midterm activities, mini lessons, grammar central, some outside sources. The essay revision zone will open once our first essay is due. Here's the discussion board and journal. And then here's your grade. Here's your textbook links and support resources that are available through Postal. Here's just a little bit. We have the math lab. We have the Writer Center. We have the help desk to help with Blackboard. We also have a success coach that specializes in that. Let's see. Here's all the different types of tutoring, past sessions, things at the library. Here's other services and resources that are available to you. So please use them. Please take a minute to prowl around and look at all this stuff. And I'm going to end this video here. So y'all have a good week now. Okay. Thank you.